I will never forget when I first moved to the United Kingdom. Fresh off the train from Euston Station, there to greet my beautiful English wife. Little did I know that years later I would be complaining about the weather and speaking fluently in sarcasm. Nor did I know that sorry would become the most used term in my vocabulary. But here I am, all these years later. I've basically become one of you guys now. But over the years that I've lived here, I've learned a lot of things, especially a lot of things that I should not do. And unfortunately and embarrassingly, I crossed the line many times while learning to live here in the UK, and I made some of the British natives pretty uncomfortable. Which is why today I have compiled a list of 5 things that make a British person uncomfortable. That way, on your next visit to the UK, you will not, well, make a British person uncomfortable. And before I get into the list, if you couldn't tell by my introduction there, and you couldn't tell by my accent as well, it's a Russian accent in case anyone was curious. I am a dual US-UK citizen, and I love to go for walks, and I started filming my walks, and now you have to listen to me talk while I walk and film my walk. It's all very annoying, I know. Alright, let's get on with it. 5 things that make a British person uncomfortable. Number 1, forced small talk. I don't know if forced small talk is actually the best phrase to use here. It's more like acting like you're a lot closer to the person than you actually are. For example, if you've just met a British person, and us Americans, we do this all the time, and you start asking personal questions like how much money they make, their age, why they're not married, do they eat beans on toast, those types of questions are going to make a British person, in most cases, fairly uncomfortable. I unfortunately learned this lesson the hard way. In fact, I accidentally did it to my boss, who was thankfully very gracious and understanding, and told me off in the kindest way you possibly can. Basically, he was giving me the history of his business that he had started, and being the American that I, well, still am, I just asked him how much money he invested in the company to start it up. I did not think in that moment that that was a weird or rude question, because I come from a weird and rude country, where it is normal for us to say weird and rude things. But thankfully, he let me know that you don't ask people those types of things in the United Kingdom, not when you don't know them very well. So yeah, unless they invite you into it, don't go asking a bunch of personal questions to British people. And just to be clear, British people are great for conversation. I genuinely have had some of the most intelligent conversations in my life with British people here in the UK. But yeah, unless you want to get locked up in the Tower of London, don't ask personal questions too soon. Alright, number 2, skipping the queue. A queue is a line, by the way, for those who don't know. It's actually kind of self-explanatory because Q is just the letter Q in the way it sounds, and all of the rest of the letters just line up behind it. Get it? So this is probably one of the worst crimes you can do in the United Kingdom. I would say if you had to do a hierarchy of crimes in the United Kingdom from worst to not so bad, jumping the queue would definitely be worst, probably followed by saying you don't like tea, and then it would be more simple things like murder and stabbings after that. And thankfully, I have never been guilty of jumping a queue, but trust me, if I did, I would be giving the biggest and most British sorry that I possibly could as soon as I realized, and I would march right to the back of that queue. But yeah, don't queue jump in the UK. I don't care how much you want to be front of line to go see, I don't know, Tower of London. You're going to end up there anyways if you keep cutting queues. British people love order, and they love fairness, and they love queuing. On the roads, on the street, you will queue in the UK. So if you don't like queuing, the best thing you can possibly do is leave. Okay, number 3, being overly emotional or expressive. This is another one of those ones that us Americans tend to be a little bit over the top on. But yes, British culture can be more reserved depending on what part of the UK you're in. And British people tend to have the stiff upper lip, as they say, the good old fashioned blitz, keep calm and carry on. So when you're loud and expressive, especially in public places, people are going to think you're really weird. In most cases, they're not going to celebrate your confidence. They're probably not going to think it's funny. They're just going to think it's really weird, and they're going to judge you for the rest of your existence. This is actually a similarity between the Japanese and the British. I find that they both like this type of attitude. I don't know what to call it. For example, it is very normal on trains in the UK to kind of be quiet. Now, if you're with a friend and everything, of course, you chat with your friends. But most people are fairly to themselves on trains in the UK. And the Japanese are the same way. You get on the train in the morning for your commute, and everyone just stays quiet and to themselves. Personally, I've come to really love it. In fact, if I'm being honest, I apologize in advance. I actually now judge my fellow Americans when I see them get on the tube and they're being loud and obnoxious. It's just, ugh. Sorry, no hate. It's just the way the UK's changed me. So the best advice I can give you if you're somebody who is overly emotional or expressive and you're in the UK, be calm, be normal. You'll be all right. All right, now before I move on to number 4, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to those who have become members of my channel. For those who don't know, you can become a member for a small monthly fee. It helps me out. You get a badge next to your name. YouTube shows me your comments first, so hopefully I reply to you first. Hopefully. And you get video shoutouts like the one I'm about to do right now. So I'm just going to go through a list of my current members at the time of recording this video. So a massive thank you to the following members: to Ted S50, Chasilmes8141. Gosh, I butcher these names. I'm sorry, guys. Don McDon, Robert James Stove, Michael Jins 4403, William Dorn 3814, Capt Bart Roberts 49, and some more numbers, Gene Vines 6646, Patricia Perkins 4252, Darian Destar 3941, EZ, John Davies 9347, Ian McLennan 1062, and Daft Gauk 1. My goodness, I am sorry, guys. I should not be allowed to pronounce those names. But thank you guys so much for becoming members. It is something I'm very grateful for, and I hope that you enjoy these little shoutouts. I'm going to try to come up with some more creative ways in the future to say thank you to you guys. Alright, anyways, back to the list. Alright, the 4th thing that makes a British person uncomfortable: compliments and direct praise. Now, obviously, this is not just a British thing. I know many Americans that are like this. But the British do tend to be quite modest, especially compared to us Americans, where we can be a little bit arrogant sometimes. But because the good old Brits are so modest, often when they receive direct, effusive praise, it can make them feel a little bit self-conscious, awkward, and what they do is they end up downplaying their achievements. And by the way, if you ever move to the United Kingdom, there is actually an art form to downplaying your achievements. British love self-deprecating humor. And whenever I do something that's good that I'm proud of at work, for example, I always follow it up with some sort of comment that belittles me a little bit. I can't think of a great example on the spot, But let's just say that somebody said you did a great job. I would say, yeah, I did a great job today, but don't worry, I'll screw it up tomorrow. It's an absolute art form. It's beautiful, I've just got to say. All right, and number 5, the 5th thing that makes a British person uncomfortable. And by the way, there's definitely more than 5. This is just a random list of 5. But number 5 is someone not accepting a sorry, an apology. So if a British person says sorry to you, to be fair, a lot of times they don't expect a response because it's just the British thing to say sorry to anything. For example, if you bump into a wall, you say sorry to the wall. But if a British person were to apologize to your face, maybe they screwed up and they said, oh, sorry, and you didn't say something like, oh, that's okay, or maybe even sorry back, you would put that British person in basically an eternal state of awkwardness. Kind of like a black hole. It just makes everything awkward. I've thankfully not actually seen this because it's pretty theoretical, like the black hole. But I imagine if I did actually watch it happen, that it would probably be the worst thing I've ever seen. So yeah, if you're in the UK and a British person genuinely apologizes to you, make sure to acknowledge it. And to be fair, I mean, this just feels like common sense. And before I go on, just some honorable mentions to things that might make things a little bit awkward for you if you visit the UK. If you make a bad cup of tea, rest in peace. They aren't actually going to do anything to you, but you will be judged for centuries to come. And another one, saying goodbye. Now, I need to ask the British people, is there actually an appropriate amount of times that you're supposed to say bye 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 when you're hanging up the phone? But yeah, saying goodbye can get a little awkward in the UK. Alright, there's my honorable mentions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's anything you want me to make a video on. If you have any further thoughts, if you have any better ideas for awkward stuff, or maybe you can just share a really awkward story based off of some of the things I've shared. Alright, bye 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 bye.